Hi guys, how you doing? My name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Now I've moved into the corridor, well the hallway of my flat, because I'm hoping I can do a video without noise overhead. Because I'm keeping a low profile and I am not recording inside the block of flats or outside it. Just look, I'm filming outside but not near where I live. People are starting to try and cause a reaction out of me, put it that way, and I'm just ignoring it. I don't want people in my videos if I can help it, and especially in the place where I actually live, because it's sort of a privacy thing really. So I've not been recording inside the block of flats, so residents are leaving things outside their front doors. They are messing with a wet floor sign and leaving it all over the place, and I know it's not the cleaners because the cleaner doesn't work at the weekend. Random parcels are appearing for people in blocks of flats that aren't this one, and there's 5 of them left on the floor at the moment, so we've got 5 parcels left on the floor for different flats, not this one. I can understand a delivery driver getting 1 or 2 misplaced parcels to the wrong address, but it was about 10 yesterday. 10 wrongly delivered parcels. I'd mentioned that my mum's letter with £30 in it had not arrived, and it hasn't. I do check the mailbox every day, and I will do. Obviously, because I collect my post on a daily basis. I always collect my post every single day. I check that mailbox every day. As you know, somebody stuck a Halloween sweet in there. Sour was written on it. It's empty at the moment. There's nothing in it. I don't touch other people's parcels. It's a safety risk. It's a privacy risk as well, because other people's privacy is being breached. Their parcels are being left on their floor with their names and addresses on them. So that's a major privacy breach for these poor people. There's a chance they could get stolen, because I'm a resident in this block of flats, and one of my parcels was stolen and dumped. Someone took the contents of the parcel and left my package outside empty. That was going months back. So there are people that will thieve parcels inside this building. So they're not safe. Now it possibly could be that I've had £30 stolen. So I certainly wouldn't trust parcels being left in the communal area in this building. It's a security risk, and people playing around with the cleaners' wet floor signs is absolutely stupid. It's silly. Every morning it changes and is somewhere else. It's silly. I don't understand how their minds work. I really don't, but I don't get annoyed by it. I'm going through a difficult time, and we all do. Throughout our lives go through difficult times, all of us. But when you're down and you're low, their activity gets worse, and it pisses me off, to be honest. Somebody has put heavy perfume oil on. It is a really strong smell, and it goes right up into your sinuses and gives you a headache. There's a really strong smell downstairs. I don't know if it's oil itself or it's one of these fancy vape pipe smells, you know. It absolutely reeks. It's strong, and it went right up my nose this morning and gave me a headache. I shut my windows, came into my flat, and it wore off. And when I took Max out for a walk again this afternoon, straight that smell went right up my sinuses and gave me a headache. I still managed to walk my dog though. So I managed to have some porridge for breakfast, you know, those nice sachets like blueberry porridge. I had some soup for lunch, and I was taking it easy, and I watched like a documentary about a woman on Tinder, American story, and she met him and he killed her, and she's got ginger hair. Her hair was ginger. So that was put on YouTube a few days ago. So there was an American documentary about a woman with ginger hair meeting a bloke off of Tinder who used fake profiles, and she ended up dead in a ditch. So everything is scary. It's in your face, frightening. So I listened to that for an hour. I've made cups of tea, tried to relax. I get notifications to my phone from Daily Mail telling me about something where some people were hunted and murdered in a different country. So that was quite frightening as well. So my whole day has been bombarded with these scary stories and things on YouTube that have been added that I've told people I like crime, true crime. So ginger-haired woman strangled and buried face down in America. I've been logging things with my online buddy Charlie, and I've had to tell him not to give me a great big lengthy discussion. I just want you to log down what's going on. Like at 9 o'clock this happened, 8 o'clock my mum said this, and this happened outside after the phone call, because he's giving me a load of verbal abuse. Like, I just want it logged in a timeline so that I can give it to the housing and police. He's telling me, oh, you're safe indoors, oh, there's this and that, there's nothing to worry about. I said, Charlie, just log it. I need to give it to the police and housing. I don't want you messing it up, saying this and that and rubbish. Oh, you don't need to log that. I said, I do, log it. So I've now got a chronological timeline for today, from my mum ringing me this morning, saying to me that she can survive on water. Water fills her up. That's what my mum said to me over the phone when I spoke to her. She said she can survive on water, water fills you up. But ultimately, if you just have a diet of water, you're going to die. You need food to eat. Water's got no calories. And this is where my mum said these things in Gloucestershire that terrified the life out of me. And I was frightened to go out of my safe house flat. My mum would ring me up and say, oh, there's no one coming into your flat. No one's going to burgle you. Just randomly for no reason. And she used to scare me almost to death. Right, now it's happening again to me. And my mum said to me that she can survive on drinking water. And you can't. Everybody knows that water's got no calories, and if you just drank water, ultimately you will die. You'll starve to death. So she's coming out with things like she did before when I was in Gloucestershire. You can survive on 3 drips of water, she said to me. She said, don't worry, if you get kidnapped, you can drink water from underneath the tap. Now she's doing these things again. Right? So I put the phone down. I tried to speak to my mum. She was speaking over me, and I put the phone down this morning. When I went out this afternoon, I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. I had a black bin bag of rubbish. I took Max out. We went out the door. We went down the stairs, through that nasty oil smell, It smells like a Turkish oil. So I went through the smell, went through the front of the building. I was not filming because I'm not filming outside anymore. It's being logged and photographed, but for to give to the housing and the police. I'm not showing it publicly. So I took the bin bag into the bin store. The bin store is still in a dirty state. There's still rubbish been left there for weeks, dangerous rubbish. There's still rat droppings in there, or mice droppings, whatever they are. There's still plop plops on the floor. So they haven't dealt with the rodent problem. Well, they because they haven't caught one, it doesn't mean there isn't a mouse in that bin store. Just because they might not have caught a mouse, the mouse might be clever, but there's still a mouse pooing in that bin store, right? And while the bin store is a mess, a fire hazard, and a danger to the residents, you can't see if there's a mouse or not because it's just full of junk. Right? Going out and about around the area, people are randomly splitting bins open and causing a mess. Someone will tell me it's a fox. Well, it's a clever fox if it's actually opened a locked bin. It's a clever fucking fox, isn't it? If the lock on the bin has actually been opened, it's a clever fox. Someone is deliberately tampering with bins and throwing rubbish onto the floor, so it looks like someone's, well, you tell me if it's a clever fox or a human being. It's like, this is what Charlie's giving me excuses for people's behaviour. Clever fox. So I goes up to the field today. I've got a headache from the smell downstairs. I'm pissed off with what my mother said to me this morning. You can't survive on water. That's bullshit. You'll die. So that was rattling around in my head. Because I'm worried about my mum. She's in her flat with a bad leg. She said Sue'd been round to see her, Sue. She's got thin. My mother. But I can't speak to my mum because she talks over me. She shouts over me, I can't speak. Put the phone down. She's called this morning, this afternoon. I was filming outside this afternoon and she cut my video off because every time her phone rings my phone, it's cutting my videos off. It went completely off. I thought, oh fuck it, I'm not filming again. So she's calling every time I'm putting a video on. I hope she doesn't call while I'm doing this one. So going up to the fields, there was a man with a toy car. People are buying presents for Christmas. They're going out at the weekend. They're coming back with bags and gifts. Good luck to them. But when you're particularly feeling down and a pile of crap, you don't want I just want to go out and walk my dog. So I don't film any of it. There was a man holding a great big toy car. I don't have children. It just reminds me of times of years ago, and it was upsetting for me. I walked up the road. There was a very skinny blonde lady. She looked like she was a size 6 walking past me. There was an empty packet of cigarettes on a bench and an open bottle of Coca-Cola there was a tiny bit of Coca-Cola in the bottle. I walked onto the field. I managed to get around the field without any annoyances because I was feeling pretty dire. There was nothing on the field that upset me. There was no boats going across the water. It was a pretty dull and dreary walk. I didn't feel like going around the Rochester Castle or down the high street because all these weird news articles are appearing about thefts going on. Someone stole a bike with a flat tyre, which is pointless, and cocaine dealing. And it came up on my phone that 2 people from Strictly are coming down to Rochester Castle. Strictly Come Dancing. So we've had all sorts of people come down to Rochester Castle over the years. That's nothing unusual. That's good. That's tourism, and that brings profit to Rochester. So I'm not arguing with that. That's good. But at the moment, I don't feel like walking around with a smile on my face and ha 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 ha. Because my mum is terrifying me. She might not mean to, but what she's saying is upsetting me. And I'm in a dire situation at the moment. And I think everyone would feel the same if they felt like I do, not wanting to go out like you know, you've got to be happy all the time, you've got to be bubbly all the time, you've got, sometimes people feel like a sack of shit, and I do today. So it was when I started coming back from the field, like people going to their kids, oi oi oi, talking to their kids like that, oi 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 oi. I thought, I've had enough of this, like, go away. I never said it, that's what I was thinking. I thought, here we go again, fucking hell. Doing silly things, saying silly things, trying to spark me off. Sounding like the next door neighbour talking to his dog. Oi, oi. Here we go again, I thought. And then I walked home into my flat. I don't know whether it was my cat or these bags decided to fall on the floor. But when I went out, the bedroom door was shut. When I came back in, my cat was sat where it doesn't usually sit. There was bags tipped all over my bedroom floor, and there was a book stood on top of all of it, and I know the cat probably knocked the bags over. I'm not stupid. But that book that was right in the middle of the debris had the word witch on it. Witch. So my book, my witchy journal was stood on top of all of the fucking rubbish, there with the word witch staring at me. And I know the cat probably knocked the bags over. How it got into the bedroom with the door shut, I don't know, but there you go. That's what I came back to, a bloody mess on my floor. No, I didn't get cross. I tidied up the mess. I said fuck it, and I came in and I carry on, I do, because I'm a great old British trooper. I just carry on. and everything's going on. Yes, it's still going on. And you either go around the bend, the fucking twist, you go bananas, or you just accept the fact that Great Britain's fucked and you carry on. What I said to Charlie as well is, I said, when I get paid, I'm going to have a great big McDonald's burger. Everything on the menu. Well, not everything, but you know what I mean. When I went round to my mum's last week, looks like someone's been to Aldi. Someone's been to Aldi, guys. I haven't been to Aldi for ages. My mum gave me this. She stood there and she went, I've got some bags for you. And she smiled at me, handed me the bag like this. It says, go bananas. Go bananas, it says. And she came towards me with that in her hand. She gave me 2 empty bags. That's all these people have got. Triggers. Trying to trigger me off. Make me lose my temper. Stand on my feet. Put things in my face. Shout things so I can hear it. And I'm not reacting. And it's hard with a headache. It's hard going through hardship. But I'm not reacting to these idiots. Now you can imagine, it doesn't just happen to me, it happens to people that are seriously ill, it happens to people that are dying, it happens to everybody, yeah? It's not just me, people out, you don't know other people's problems. They might look okay, but they're not. So it's not just me, people have lost people, they've lost relatives, they go outside, they don't say anything, and then they get abused in the street for no reason. That's just life. That's just people. And I'm coming to terms with it. So what is the point of reporting everything to the police and to the housing? It's just people being rude and inconsiderate. And you can't do anything about that. You can't do anything about people. The housing isn't going to change them. The police isn't going to change them. Because when they used to come out to my dad and not do anything with him, it didn't change his behaviour. It got worse. So do you see what I'm trying to get across to you? I am done with it. I'm done with them and I'm done with their fucking mess. I'm done with their excuses. I'm done with their lies. They will fall into their own trap, and that's the end of it. Now I'm going to go now. I'm going to make do with what I've got, and I'll see you all later.